folks, Nile Creek Fly Shop here. We're mid-February, a beautiful sunny day. It's steelhead season, and I'm at the store and I want to tie a couple flies. Today I'm going to tie a tube fly using a technique we've used for years, using a Scandi tube with some slide-on weighted bodies, like so. So the Scandi tube is on my pin and I'm going to slide my tube body on. Now, I don't want that to be able to slide back and forth, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to melt this end a little tiny bit, like so, and let it cool. And that's going to stop this tube body from sliding off. It's also going to allow you to put on a hook keeper if you so choose. Next, I'm going to apply my thread, and I'm just using a standard classic thread. So as you can see, my red body is going to be exposed under my materials. Over the last 15-20 years, I've noticed that if you don't use super glue on a lot of this thread and material that you use, it will actually undo in the water. Unlike a hook where you have all your thread wrapped on the hook, this one here you got to make sure that you engage like a super glue or some kind of a glue there. Now next, I'm going to use a Palmer trilobal chenille, and this is a purple one. I like it. It's going to build me a big little bump. There's not going to be a lot of material on this fly. It's going to be a big fly. There's not going to be a lot of material on it. Now there, I tied it in, and I'm going to just pull it back just so I can create a nice little bump like so. This bump is going to allow my really nice marabou to create this crown effect on there, similar to using a big dubbing ball. This is just pre-made dubbing, if you will. I like it. I've always liked using this material. It's very, very easy to use and really efficient. Now there's that. Now I'm going to use, next are some of our store-dyed marabou, and I've got a shell pink here. See, a really nice marabou. I pulled most of the hair off of the feather, so there. Tie that in. I don't want much. I don't want much there. This is not about bulk. Many people make a mistake by having the flies too bulky. This fly here is more about action and visibility. So as you can see, that bump that we built is going to allow my marabou just to dance over it, and in the water that's going to just dance. Don't want much. Make sure it's all the way around. Yep, one more in the bottom. And that is it. It's a shame to waste so much. You can actually, if you're frugal, you can actually save this cutoff for the next fly. That's pretty nice. So some people will actually fish just like that. I mean, many people have caught steelhead and big trout and stuff like that on just simple single eggs, so it doesn't have to be a monstrous fly. This one is a big fly. I want it to be big. So next, I'm going to put in a little bit of flash. I picked this particular flash out. It's a Flashabou, and it's got a pinkish background to it. I don't want it to be too long compared to the marabou. I put it on top, rotate, up and over, up and over. Thus the beauty of rotating vise. There we are, and I can cut this to length. There we are. A lot of flash. I used to use a lot of flash in all my flies, and now I've gotten to be using less flash for certain fish, and especially low water fish, you don't need a lot of flash. Now here comes a real neat material. It's Dyed White Peacock. It's a lot less expensive than Rhea, stronger than Rhea, and pretty cool stuff. I'm going to use from the main eye of the feather. I like the curl on those fibers. 2 or 3 fibers at a time. I'm going to rotate them completely around the fly. Like so. Okay, let's go here. I love the natural curl on this. That's why I use the material around the eye, because it just does a nice natural cup on that. And so the other side, take a little bit off. Yeah, there's so much here. I mean, these are $5 a feather. So us steelhead tires, we know that these materials can be expensive. We don't need too much material there. I don't want a lot of bulk on this fly. There, perfect. There we are. Lock it down. I could undo my thread and redo it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of guinea. We've just recently picked up some guinea that is outstanding. Best I've seen in many, many years. I've been babbling about it for a while, but I really do like it. The colors are really, really good. Much better than normal, so I'm quite happy with it. I'm going to tie it in from the stem. You can use your hackle pliers here. Whoop. You can use your hackle pliers here if you want. And I could have forced the material back. There we are. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. You don't have to be too particular. That looks pretty nice. Cup everything with my fingers. Take my thread and force a wrap around them. Like so. Very, very nice. And ladies and gentlemen, we're almost done. Yes, I know. It's pretty simple, isn't it? I mean, I could have dressed it up with jungle cock and all sorts of other stuff, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put a colorful bead on here. First, I'm just going to put on a little bit again, just a little tiny bit of purple Palmer chenille, just a bit. I want to cover up that thread. I don't want to cover up that guinea look though. There. I know, I'm being particular. Give me back there. There we are. One more time. A little super glue. Now, for those of you that know about steelhead and steelhead flies, just see this fly here as a very easy to cast, dynamic, very, very, very fishy steelhead pattern. There, a little super glue on the thread. I never use an oil-based thinner because it will light on fire once I put my bead on. And I'm going to use an orange bead this time. Here in BC, orange beads seem to attract a lot of fish. Now I'm going to slide my cone and tube up and leave about 1/8 of an inch. Slide it back, and I'll just take my lighter, use the blue flame on the side, bottom, and let that melt. And hold that pin right in there. And ladies and gentlemen, there you go. One very, very fishy, sexy steelhead fly. Hope you liked it, because I sure did. I'm having a great time with this new marabou and guinea. Very, very nice. I mean, I could have been a lot more exacting, but you don't need to be. These are like messy hair days. Look at that. Wow. Thanks, folks.